Hey, it's Dee. Welcome back to my channel. This is Plant Body Mystic, and welcome to my then build series. So today I will be working on completing the floor, and we're going to start building out the bed frame, and we're going to just kind of figure out exactly how we're going to do that. But first, I have to remove all the things that we had from yesterday's day trip, as well as the new materials that we got here. And I accidentally cut a hole in the van because I was trying to drill a hole through here and I went too far. So I have JB Weld that I had to mix together that my mama told me because I had no idea what to do. And now I have to stick it. I'm going to do it from the bottom of the van because I've already mounted this part down. And it's about to rain. Oh my God. There's my microphone. I can't find the hole. Oh, there it is. Oh. Oh God. Yep. Oh dear. And it's about to rain. Definitely. No, I didn't look. Oh, okay, no more holes drilling. Okay, so since my mom is working on the bed frame right now, I got more gold spray paint. I'm going to finish this side, and then also this is going to be my clothing rack. I am going to sand it down, and I'm also going to paint this gold. So that is what I'm going to be doing. And it is hot, but it feels like it's going to rain at the same time. But I'm going to get this done while she's doing that so I can be productive and try to get a lot done today. Okay, so now I'm double insulating with another piece of insulation so that everything can be extra cool and or extra warm when I need it to be. So I'm going to be using this double-sided tape from Dollar Tree, which I'm kind of upset about because it used to be $1, then it went up to $1.25, and guess what? Now it's $1.50. Rude. Okay, so I'm going to visor because I've got some fabric. I'm going to try and see what it looks like covering this. So we're going to see. So I got to unscrew this first, and then I may leave that, and just since there's a space here, I think I can tuck the fabric underneath there, and got some spray adhesive fabric glue. So we're going to give that a try. Those three are off. Oh, that's done. Yeah, I think this may or may not snap off. Let's see. Yeah, maybe not. I'm gonna leave that for now, and I'm gonna go do the other side. I'm just getting tired. Alright, and there goes that one. Woo! My shoulder's burning. It's a workout. I got, this is burlap. It has gold sparkles. So my base colors is black and gold. And then the accent colors are like the light greens, the green, and like the terracotta color. So this is burlap, so this gives me that earthy tone. So I thought it would be a little odd and interesting to cover this up. Let me show you. And have that on the ceiling covering up this old stuff. And then it's also hanging right here. So that, and then my ceiling is that light wood that I'll show you later. And then I got this Scotch Spray Adhesive Super 77. Now I'm hoping this is like the best kind. It does say dries quickly, colorless, fine mist spray, multi-purpose. So I'm hoping this works well for this. I am going to give it a test and cut a little piece of this off and give it a test and see how well it sticks. So let's see. Alright, so I cut a small piece, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this part, so when I do it, it'll be like double layered. So let's see. First off, maybe let's read some instructions here. Bonds to fabric, cupboard, plastic, metal, wood, felt, and more. Photo says, okay. Are there any instructions? Just, do I need to wait a second before I... Okay, shake can and test spray pattern before each use. Okay. Spray, turn spray tip, so arrow points to the dot on the trim. Oh, so I gotta spray this to this dot right there. Okay. Woo! I don't think it's supposed to come off though. Okay. Hold can 8 to 12 inches away from the surface and apply an even coat. Make bond while adhesive is tacky. Before storage, invert can and clear the nozzle by quickly pressing and releasing it. Okay. So I believe I'm supposed to shake the can. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your scotch adhesive. Shake your scotch spray. Alright, let's give it a go. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? I wonder if I should spray this or just this. 8 to 12 inches. Looks like Christmas. Smells like not Christmas. Alright. While it's tacky. Okay. It's a little tacky, so I'm going to give it a stick. Oh. I think it's good. It went real nicely. That's good. That spray? The fabric spray?
Yeah.
It works good.
Yes, you got the one itself.
Yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Let's get this party started. Okay, so I think I'm going to put this, you see this, up and tuck it about that much first, and then do it a little bit ways going that way until I get to the front, and then tuck that and then go around the cutouts of the little slots that I need to do. And yeah, well, let's try that. Let's try that. Let's start there. Let's start there. I hope it's even enough. Okay. Oh Lord, I hope that's even. Alright, so I got that second layer. I'm trying to go smooth, starting from the center, working my way out. First layer. Well, that's the first layer. I may have excess on this side more than that side. Let's just start. Another layer, I'm going like a little bit at a time. I'm going to spray all the way across about this much and then smooth it down. Okay, so let me show you something. Take this off for a second. Okay, so I went ahead and I unsnapped this so that I can tuck the fabric under, and then I'll snap it back, and I unsnapped it on this side as well. So that's what we're gonna do. And then when we get here, this kind of pulls out a little bit, if you can see that. So I'll just tuck it under there, and then this kind of pulls out a little bit as well. So I'll tuck it under there, and then I'll just cut a little hole here and then screw that back in. And then this pulls out as well. You can see that, it pulls out. So I'll tuck the fabric underneath there and spray it real good. We're gonna be done with this today. We're getting a lot done. I'm proud of us.
Check it out.
Oh, look at that there. Look at that bed frame slide. Oh yeah. Okay, so here's what I'm doing. I'm about to smooth this down right over here, like that. And then I'm gonna come back and cut smaller so that I can go in and tuck the fabric off in there, underneath there. See how that moves a little? I'm gonna tuck the fabric after I smooth it down, and then I'm gonna cut around this some kind of way. I gotta figure that out when I get to it. But it's a mess. And I'm gonna have to vacuum my little seat covers because all of this is all on my seats now. But it's all good because we're getting it done. Look at the progress so far. Alright, so I'm just cutting this excess along, or cutting this excess fabric off. There's too much to tuck in there. I had to turn the air on in here because it's so hot. I'm sweating. Okay. Whew! Alright, so that part is done. Tuck this a little bit more up in there. This is hard to smooth, but it is up there, and I'll tuck that under. In. I need to get that little spatula thing, but maybe I can do something with my hands on this side. Put that in. Put that in. Then it snaps back in there. Like that, I suppose. Ah! Ah! So I gotta clean these up. I just cut little holes. I gotta tuck that in around there. I gotta cut this part out and tuck that under, as well as that one. But now let me do this side over here. Probably should have. Oh, let's see, can I get that in there? Is it too much? Is it too much? I'm gonna have to cut this out. Let's see, how much can I pull this down without ruining it. Oh, put that in there. Alright. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Like a drag queen. Like a drag queen. Tuck it, tuck it. Okay. That little thing right there. Keep it smooth. Alright, I think that will suffice for now. Then I maybe should have cut some of it off, but let's get these strings out of here. Hopefully it doesn't unravel because this is burlap after all. Whoops, that wasn't supposed to happen. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Okay, let me go ahead and just cut this excess off because it's just going to be doing too much. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go ahead and cut this off so that it doesn't take up too much, and hopefully it doesn't unravel. I'm gonna glue again right here, right along the edge. Since that's already up in there, I'm just gonna leave that. Whew. This is off. Let me clean it off a little bit. Alright, I have to get the glue off, but let's see if I can get this back snapped back into place. That goes underneath that. Uh-oh. How do I get this back in there? I want to. Alright, so let's see if I can. Does that snap? day. I'm done. I'll go ahead and turn this car off. And that's progress. We got the bed frame, the top part done. I got this covered. I like it. I just got to cut this around, cut the rest excess parts off, and then put the visors back on. Now, my mom told me that they actually make covers for these, so I'm going to go in and scroll on Amazon and see if or TikTok shop and see if I can find some covers that will complement this and then my black and gold or my terracotta, you know, color theme. But I'm done for today. I'm going to vacuum my seats out some other time. But that is it for today, guys. It's Wednesday, and we're about, what, 10 days in now on the build. We started Monday the 11th. That's when I got my registration, and that's when I got my title and registration on Monday. And then technically Tuesday is when we physically started the build. That's when I took the plastic casing down, and that's when I took the ceiling down, and that's when we really got started and started buying material. So I'm just excited because this is technically, I feel like it's going to be probably no more than a full 3 weeks. This is the second week, and we still have walls to put in and ceiling, and then after that we're going to figure out the bed situation. And then I'm waiting for the last thing, is the kitchen cabinets, which I was going to do an island, which I am going to do an island, but I got to figure out which one to complement the space of the closet that I'm creating. And then there's going to be a bathroom, and it's a small space, but the Virgo, she knows how to Tetris well. So stay tuned. I'm really excited to show you the final layout. Actually, this is my drawing of the layout. This is my drawing of the layout, okay? So this is, let me turn it this way. So this is like this, okay? So this is the driver's seat and the passenger seat. So it's looking back this way. So right behind here is going to be my bed frame, but instead of pulling out this way like most you've seen pull out, it's going to pull out this way. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? It's going to pull, anyway, the bed here is going to pull out this way. I'm going to try to have a little bit of space here for my cooler fridge. The closet is going to be right across from that. There's a little space where the jack rack is, then I'm going to put a little sink above that. And then the toilet is going to be in this little corner here. There's going to be a half wall between the toilet or like the bathroom and the bedroom, right? And then right across from the bedroom is the kitchen, or actually partially across from the bedroom is the closet, and then right next to the closet is the kitchenette area. So I'm going to have the sink, and then the vanity, or not the vanity, the island that I want, it has a little pull out that you can put either way, and I'm going to put it this way. So when I pull it out, I can get a little stool and sit here on this side or this side and work on my laptop or eat my meal or whatever the case may be. And then majority of that island will be covering up the first part of the door, if not a little bit more, and then just have like a little walk space through there. But that is, and then actually, correction. So the sink is not going to be here. We changed this, or I changed this. My idea was to maybe even have the sink right behind the passenger, because it's just going to be a little cabinet with a little sink and then my water system right underneath. We'll see what the space is going to be once we get the closet in, and everything else that's going to be last, so we can know what kind of space I'm going to be working with, so I can get the dimensions of that. But ideally I would like the sink separate from the island that I'm going to buy, because I don't want to necessarily cut a hole in what I'm going to purchase. I'd rather create something from scratch and cut a hole in that for just the sink by itself. So that is it for now. That's my rough draft idea. So that is it for the day. I am heading in to relax. It's not a super hot day, so I may come and I don't know, do a little bit more later, but I'm gonna go in, have some water, maybe make myself a smoothie. I can't talk because I'm trying to get out of here. It's so hot. Yeah, so I'm gonna go in, maybe have a smoothie and just relax for a bit. My mom, I think she hurt her back a little bit, so she went in to rest. But I need to put my things back in here in case it rains, because it's kind of a rainy weather look day. So I'm gonna keep going with that. But yeah, stay tuned for the rest of the build. I'm excited for my first trip. Now, you know, my deadline is my birthday, August 28th. So my deadline is my birthday. I'm gonna go ahead and let this window up. My deadline is my birthday. I have a photo shoot on this birthday. I'm getting new headshots, okay? I'm getting new headshots, and then I'm just gonna do like an image shot, a birthday with like a little cake or whatever, and just kind of pamper myself. I have a room booked, and I am going to just kind of treat myself to dinner. And then on the way back is going to technically be my first trip that I'm going to stay the night in the van, and I'm going to have it all ready before I leave on the 28th. So that means I want to have it done by the 27th technically. So that's my new deadline to have. Now what needs to be done is the ceiling, the walls, complete the bed frame, and then get my sink situated and the bathroom. I ordered the bathroom stuff as well as an inverter, a 12-volt inverter, so I can plug things in, because temporarily I'm planning on taking my mom's little blue fan that she has that we've been using here, that little blue fan you see. I plan on taking that. So that is it for today, guys. Stay tuned for the rest of the build, and I will see you guys on the next video. If